In the early 70s, when a handful of Muslim immigrant families decided to make Silver Spring, Maryland, as their home, they coalesced around the notion of setting up an infrastructure to form and sustain a Muslim community with an eye to the needs of the future generations of Muslims in this adopted land. Now, based on this vision, our founders decided to establish a Muslim community center in early 70s, which was incorporated in November of 1970. The 10-acre site on which the center is located was bought in the 70s for $120,000. The Phase 1 building was completed in 1981 at a cost of $300,000, which was fully paid by the community. Now, during the early 90s, the community built the masjid at a cost of $1.2 million. With this humble beginning, the MCC has since grown to become a premier and nationally recognized Muslim faith-based organization locally, regionally, and also nationally.
Being at the very beginning, I didn't know anything about MCC. I just liked to be involved. I liked to help. So I started helping without ever knowing that there was a board of trustees or board of directors of anything. I knew nothing about how MCC was run. But I guess Brother Nihal Shah was observing me, and one day he invited me to join the board, and then I got more involved. And I found that at the very beginning that we could have some help in fundraising. And also there was a programs that we could do in Iftar. So those were my two focuses. It was fundraising and Iftar.
I got involved starting with the PTA, attending the PTAs, attending the Imam's lecture in the main hall back then, many years ago. It seems a while back, but it's still the same MCC.
Interaction with the Social Services Food Pantry, SSFP, started back in 2017 when I joined Sister Karen Bashir, MCC Rep Advisor of the Refugee English Program, as a volunteer to teach English to the refugees.
There are seeds that we can see at MCC. One of them is the clinic. How many people started the clinic? One person had the idea.
The crown jewel of MCC's accomplishment is our medical clinic, which was started with a very humble beginning in 2003. At that time, it was the second medical clinic run by a Muslim faith-based organization in America. Second, our medical clinic is a prime example of our motto, which says service to the community. The MCC Medical Clinic is dedicated to provide a compassionate and a high-quality healthcare services to the adult population of our Muslim community in particular, and the community at large in general, regardless of race, religion, gender, or national origin.
2017, I joined the food pantry team, where I spent the majority of my time packing and preparing dry food and fresh produce boxes for monthly distribution. As the pandemic worsened, we increased our food distribution to meet the surge in demand. We have been working very closely with the Capital Area Food Bank and the Montgomery County Food Council to help us meet this target. Over the past 8 months, since I took over as chair, we delivered a total of 1,446 boxes of non-perishable food, weighing approximately 47,000 pounds, and 1,180 boxes of fresh produce, weighing approximately 33,840 pounds.
those are two programs that one person had the spark of an idea and it was developed to something.
Knowledge of Imam Abdullahi has really helped shape MCC. His understanding of the Deen, his understanding of the Quran, the Arabic language, and knowing this is Sunnah and not culture. Imam has really, I do emphasize it again. It's been a foundation, a promoter of MCC. Because of Imam, a lot of people, I would say Africans and non-Asians, started attending MCC because they could relate to the fact that, it's not a Pakistani or Indian mosque, but more of a diverse center. So that promoted MCC.
The biggest thing I'm proud of for this community is the love that we have for one another. The brotherhood, the sisterhood, it's just incomparable to anywhere else I've been.
As they say, your work speaks louder than your words. That is what MCC did. So the lesson for all of us is do it as it was done by our elders and predecessor of MCC. That whatever we have accomplished is not the end of it. It is just the beginning. Now that the younger generation has taken over the leadership of the MCC, I firmly believe that they will take MCC to a higher level than ever before.
We will continue to keep our ears to the ground to meet the needs of the community. I see there is a lot of enthusiasm among the younger members of the MCC community, and they were out there during our last distribution, including previous distributions. They were out there helping with the distribution of food boxes. We expect the involvement to continue.
Alhamdulillah, we have had a plentiful amount of amazing older father figures, older uncles and aunts who have built this masjid, who have sustained it, and who have brought us many fruits that we've eaten from. Unfortunately, now it's getting to the time where I'm becoming that adult, where my group of friends are becoming those adults. And it's time for us to invest in ourselves and more so invest in the younger ones who will take our spots one day. So it's almost like a cycle, and if we don't focus on the younger ones, then it's a scary sight.
We are Muslims, and the first and foremost we have is the prayer. So you would support the masjid just for the prayer. But the masjid is within a community, and the community has needs. We talked about health, and we talked about also food. So when you're supporting the masjid, you're supporting an entire community.
And we cannot, this center cannot run without donations. Everything that happens at MCC is based on the donation of members. I encourage everyone, $5, $1 million is not too much to donate.
Alhamdulillah, you've been blessed to be part of this community. It's not by chance at all. Allah is perfect with the planning, and you're here for a reason. So do whatever it is that you can do. And that is supporting the masjid, that is investing in the masjid, that is doing whatever you can physically do, you can mentally do, you can spiritually do, you can financially do, whatever you can do, you just do it, because it's not by chance you're here and everything is so perfectly aligned.
We are one community. Let us work together to make this a place for all of us.